Hello, everyone, and welcome back after our random month off. Oops. To Telione Season 2. This is episode 52, and in the last episode, our group of the Sunbringers decided to walk around the Stormmane Tribe for an entire day and a half. And that's all I remember. You guys did a little bit of research on looking towards chasing after the Hydra. You did some hunting with Sartine, where for some reason you let her go with Giltesh alone. I thought that was crazy. And you all made a deal that Sartine would go and join you to hunt down the Hydra because she wants a big lizard head on a wall. That is her goals in life, and you are working towards those goals. Where we had ended off, you had just entered into the Elders building to have a meeting with the elders of the Stormmane Tribe about what events are going to be coming up next. So as you walk in, the first main room was kind of what they had turned into the hospital area, where they had a bunch of beds for the recovering people. Several of them are better. Them being Roy, and who else is in this building? Roy, Ten, Orion, and Alicia were the ones at the most critical of condition. But with Mother's help and with the help of you all just being around and assisting in the healing process, they've gotten better. Not ready to move yet, though. But you don't see Alicia, Orion, and Roy at this very moment in this room. Going to the next room over, there is a long table set up with the three of them and Mother all there. And there's enough seats for the four of you as well. And you are all able to sit down. Roy's trying to crack his shoulder back into place after getting exploded. Alicia's just kind of looks sad in general. And Orion is just sitting there waiting to see what's going to happen next. And Mother's looking the wrong way. Anything you all want to do?
You said Mother specifically looking, is she looking the wrong way on purpose, or is that
She has cataracts, so she can't see too well. So she's kind of 30 degrees the wrong direction.
Okay. I didn't know if it was intentionally or not.
No.
Okay. That gives me my answer. I'm just gonna walk in and sit down. I don't know. I'm not the one that should speak to this tribe.
Yeah, you do notice that 10 is the only one still in a bed as you walk past. Don't you do this again, camera. Stop it. Orion speaks up. Well, it is good to see you all here. The last time I saw you was before I exploded. Sorry about Alister. We weren't ready for it. No one could have been ready for what he was going to do. You can see that Roy he went from very confident to kind of sheepish at this remark, since Roy is the father to Alister.
Were they speaking to? Or all of us? Or
Yeah, they're speaking to everyone here.
Okay.
It's kind of like an open table at the moment. Based around the way Alister wanted to run things, since Enos was the one that theoretically dropped him, that would mean he's in charge now. It is up to you, Chief Enos, what you want to do moving forward with who is the chief and such.
Well, I don't know if I'm ready to lead. per se. I think you should go back to my father, but he still seems to be, healing, getting better, I guess. Yeah, and then I don't want something like that to happen again. Just because they see like, oh, the chief is injured, we could attack, or they're weak. So until he's recuperated, I guess I could stay as acting chief.
Or you could appoint a temporary one if you'd want to, whether you want me, Roy, or Alister.
I'll think about that. But there's other things we need to discuss first.
Okay, then let's open up the table. What do you all need?
Well, I know we're very, in our own little corner of the world, so I know we don't know a lot of what happens out there. But right now there is a world-ending threat happening outside. A family of creatures from another world is attacking, and people are going crazy. They're destroying cities, towns, capitals, taking over. And right now, those of us that are fighting back could use all the help we could get. I was hoping that the Stormmane Tribe could help out, could give a hand. We have a couple of friends who need a crew for a ship, to man a ship, going around and recruiting allies in the safest way possible.
And do you think taking people from the jungle is the best idea? Inos?
Right now, I don't think we have a choice. If we don't help, the world could end. This isn't just a problem for people on the outside. This is a problem for all of us. I think it's time the Stormmane Tribe reconnect with the world.
You can just see Roy is just seething in his seat, just really not happy with the idea of this. So, you want us, a bunch of outcasts, people hated by most humans, to walk in to one of their safe havens and think that they're just going to accept us?
If we're there to help, yes.
And how are we supposed to get in there? We're not exactly the most quietest of people. For fuck's sakes, we have Grenjar.
Don't talk to him like that. He ain't doing nothing wrong.
Some of us are hunters, yes, but we can only stealth as much as our biggest member, and our biggest member is almost 20 feet in height.
That could be an issue. I actually don't know how big the ship is and if it could carry a giant.
I was gonna say, can Grinjar even come with? That sounds like that might be too much of a task.
I think they're big enough, right? Do we remember seeing them in the Underdark?
Seeing...
The ships that she was talking about?
Yeah, they were gigantic metal ships. Think Avatar
Oh.
The Last Airbender Fire Nation ships.
Oh, it should be fine. It should be fine. And if it's metal, he should be fine.
Yes, but how are we going to store a giant in a city?
I was gonna say precisely, wasn't the plan to get onto a ship and sail towards Kai's area? Was that not the plan?
That is the plan, but at this point, I feel like there isn't a reason to bring. We shouldn't bring the tribe to Terragorn. If anything, we should try to bring the tribe back to Masha and the king and queen. Right?
Well, precisely, but we needed a crew and people to help man
Yeah.
this up. That's why we came here, was to get people, then to go and to recruit more people. But this was the best chance at getting enough people. But with that being said, in theory, couldn't Grinjar just stay here?
Alone?
Does he have to be alone? Could he not be? Could he not be just? Do we need everybody in the tribe to man this ship?
It depends
Not
on
a
how
very
many
big
that
tribe.
you need. Grenjar's the last of his kind at this point.
Oh,
So
fuck.
his survivability is very low in the first place. He's in his middle age. He has time, but there isn't going to be much more of him running around.
And the
Could we
issue
not-
is also splitting up the tribe weakens us for attack.
How often do y'all get attacked here?
Well, there's beasts and monsters in the forest.
Like, we have a good
People.
perimeter around the camp, but who's to say what other tribes are even out there at this point? We've fractured so much over the last several hundred years.
True.
Because you all got to see firsthand how hard Grenjar could hit. Sorry. But
It's okay.
he is extremely strong in what he does, but he's also a huge detriment in the fact that he is as big as he is. You don't see giants walking around much anymore.
Question for DM.
Mm-hmm.
Money's Grave. How big was that area? Like, and was it like active?
Like the building itself or the district?
Yeah, like the Money's Grave, like that, the building that we met the tooth, because I think they were called the Toothpicks, correct?
Hollanganis.
The Toothpicks is one of the crews, yeah.
Yeah. How big was that area? Because my question is if we were to take them into the city, where could we actually take them? And the Money's Grave, I feel like that could be like a decent area because they're already like fighters and stuff like that, correct?
The like, fires. What do you mean by fires?
Fighters.
Fighters, yes. They had a few fighters in there, and they did say that they had, like, the second floor is basically a loft for people. They don't have much space, but again, Grenjar will not fit through a normal door.
Well, if Grinjar can fit on the ship, we can put him there, but the lesser able-bodied individuals could stay at the Money's Grave in that loft.
I think that's a good idea. I didn't think she'd be sailing from Carleone in the first place. All things considered, those docks are pretty watched, so I didn't know she'd be sailing from there. We could sail from a point not too far.
Well,
outside
like
the city.
above board stuff, she would need the dock to be able to get the boat out in the first place. And she would have a crew of 2 people to move a 20-person ship out of that dock.
Who's she? Who
So-
are you talking about?
Waikia and Masterflower.
Okay, I just want to double
So
check.
the whole them leaving the city to put the boat out wouldn't function very well.
You mean you can't just put it on a random shore? Is that not how ships work?
Not one that's conjured out of a glass bottle.
Is this not
valid.
like Minecraft or some shit?
No. It's also a boat that can carry 60-ish people, if done well.
We could leave Grimjar somewhere on the shore outside the city.
But having him on the ship wouldn't be a horrible idea in case we got into a fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, so we leave the lesser fighters with the money's grave. That's a good idea. Better than what I thought. The rest of us, or the rest of them, can go into the city with Wakia, get on the boat, and then we could leave Grimjar off, like, on a shore near the edge of the city and pick him up on the way. Because he is not getting into the city. There is no way.
So yeah, what if we took the tribe to the edge of the city, left them outside, not unattended by any of us, but we just send one or two in to let Wakia and Master Flower know, and then we get the ship settled, put the able-bodied people in Granjar on the ship, and then the rest of them, they can go back with Flower and Wakia, and go back to the money's grave. Master Flower.
That's why you're the smart one.
Master Flower. I appreciate
That's why you're the smart one here.
I appreciate it, but I don't know if that's the best way of putting it. But yeah, I think that is a possible idea.
It's the only idea we have at the moment.
Didn't you all have other objectives that you were trying to achieve within the jungle?
There was a beast in the jungle,
Yeah.
yes.
I was also
Hydra.
thinking that we don't have a lot of time. So we shouldn't. We should probably go on ahead and do that. Look for the Hydra.
Okay. If you're able to do that by yourself, and if you have Sartine with you, then would one of you be willing to take the rest of the tribe and bring us back to this Carleon city?
It's my tribe. I should do it. I'll be leading them in the meantime, of course, until my father gets better. I think you guys should go ahead. We don't have a lot of time to waste. Go back to Carleon and then go back to the jungle and kill the Hydra.
Yeah, but I don't know.
So we're doing this without you?
It's a waste of everyone's energy to be doing this back and forth stuff.
Yeah.
We are about 20 strong, and if we have Enos to guide us, then it should be okay.
And you guys are taking Sartine. You should be fine. I can
I
wait
don't
for you guys at the money's grave.
I don't see what the difference is if you come with us or not. Because if you don't, if you take the tribe back, you have to wait for us. So if you come with us and fight the Hydra and come back, we don't lose or gain any time.
No, what I'm saying is, we'd have to leave. We'd have to take the tribe to Carleon and then come back to the jungle. That's wasting already 2 days.
Correct. But what I feel like what it was just suggested was the tribe leaves now while the rest of us go fight the Hydra, and then we can meet back up. But
Well, they need someone to take them to Carleon. They don't know how to get there.
yeah,
And they
but
need
what I'm saying
introductions.
is Enos, you are one of the best fighters on this group, and I feel like going into this endeavor without you would be an increase of a death wish. Like we would need your strength as well as our teams. I feel like in this mission, and then once we get back, we just all go together. There's no point in splitting up.
But the issue turns into this jungle is far larger than you could have ever expected. It's easy to get lost and you don't know where you're going to end up in the first place.
Then we'll take someone who knows the jungle.
That would be Sartine.
Sartine.
Yeah, Sartine's coming. Sorry, can it not be the four of us in Saltine? Or can it only 4 people go? That's why I'm confused.
As many people can go, but if it seems as though you're all trying to figure out this boat situation first. That
Because
seems to
I
be
feel
a
like
pretty pressing matter for you all.
it is of the 2 scenarios, that is the more difficult one because also I can't speak for anyone else but myself, but I feel that potentially the tribe wouldn't want to help. So I thought we should probably discuss that first.
We are under Enos's word at this point. So, if you think Alister's just going to let everything go all honky-dory without a watchdog over him, we don't know what he would do next. We still haven't talked about the issue of the weapon that he had in his hands.
Did we keep that?
Yeah,
Did one of us keep
I
that?
got it. I got it.
Okay.
Enos
Yeah.
kept it.
I couldn't remember what we did with the weapon. 'Cause I thought we talked about giving it back and like hiding it somewhere. Okay.
Do I
Uh,
know that Enos kept the weapon?
It's on his hip or back right now, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was pretty obvious. I mean,
This,
a
isn't,
big
this isn't
weapon.
Skyrim inventory. He doesn't just put it in his butthole and it disappears. It's on him.
we were all there when I asked Giltish to identify it, and he gave it back. So
Yeah.
Because without a chief that can stand up to Alister, there is still a chance of some kind of mishap on our travel back. Enos is
Seems-
our best option to counter that.
I know it's not ideal, but I just don't think we should waste time.
I feel like there isn't any way to get around this, so it's what we're gonna have to do. Is Sartine in this room?
No.
Okay. I look at Enos. Do you think Sartine can help us with this? I know they want to, but if you think that she can handle this task with us, then I'll follow you.
Sartine may only have a one-track mind, but she does know the jungle better than anyone.
Okay.
She
If
has
you
the-
have faith, then I do.
She does have the most ranged knowledge out of most of us. She puts on a face of being stupid, but she's one of the better shots out of everyone we have.
She has threatened to kill me twice.
Sorry.
Not my head on the wall.
She's like that.
Hunters have to hunt.
I understand. I thought it should be known in case something were to happen. I didn't mysteriously commit unalive. So
So then
I
where are we standing with the weapon?
I still have it.
And you plan to keep it, Enos?
No. I don't know what I should do with it.
Can I insight the elders to see what they want Enos to do with it? Like, how are they feeling in this moment about?
Sure, give me an insight check on the 4 people.
I would also like to insight Enos on if he actually intends to give it back.
Okay.
I could just tomorrow just catapult the shit out of it.
Could drop it in the
18
water.
on insight.
They have respect for whatever his decision is going to be, so they are very indifferent to what the decision is.
Okay.
I got an 18 on my insight check.
Ooh.
Okay. So, persuasion or deception, don't tell us which, just tell us the number.
I rolled a 4.
What does Eleonora gauge from that?
I definitely have no idea, but I'm leaning towards keeping it.
I just glare at Enos.
As horrible as the weapon is, I believe that keeping it in an area where Alister is and Enos is not is a horrible idea as well. So potentially you hold on to it for the time being, and then once we can go separate ways, and dare I say Alistair's no longer in the picture, we could potentially just give it back with no issue.
How about we just take it with us into the jungle and hide it, where only we know where it is?
And allow someone not of Stormmane blood to find it, to ruin themselves and others.
There are ways to enchant it to hide it.
And there are ways to counter enchantments. You even said we're up against a world-ending threat.
Yeah, I have a question. And this might be an Enos question as well.
Okay.
Do we know if he's attuned to it or not? Because I remember...
You have no idea.
Okay. And above board, it's cursed, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
when it was identified.
Yeah, I believe I did say it was cursed.
Yeah, you did.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah, because I remember that was the end of the thing when you were identifying it. So, okay.
It's not sentient, but it's cursed.
Okay.
That's what I have written down anyway.
Just wondered.
Well, with any fear of Alistair getting it back, unfortunately, I feel that the best choice would be for Enos to hold on to it, because if the tribe was not comfortable with leaving it in the forest, like Eleanor suggested, then that's our second best bet. Mm-hmm. But I do like the idea of getting rid of it in some form.
If push comes to shove, I'll drop it in the middle of the ocean.
Oof.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing down there. We know that for sure.
We've explored the bottom of
Yes,
the ocean.
we've explored the ocean thoroughly as jungle dwellers, so there's definitely nothing down there.
You know,
water's not real.
Yeah.
But as long as Blood Bomb is kept in a spot that is known to us, it'll be a lot harder for Alistair to get his hands on it. The issue was that he found it without anyone knowing about it in the first place. So he was able to get it and have it corrupt him, or whatever it is that magic does.
And why not keep it in the center of the village?
We didn't know about it either. Us as elders had no idea it even existed.
I'm talking about now. Why not just keep it in the center of the village?
Because we're about to leave the village.
But I like, well, whenever you return, I feel like keeping it there under maybe somewhere under guard is the best option. But
And we might come to that if we ever return, but this seems like a hell path journey that we haven't had to be on in a very long time.
When I get
Or
to
you could
Corleone,
just give the item back to Mother, right? They had it in the first place.
Yes, but I did not fully know where it was when it was found. I just realized what it was once I had seen it.
Okay.
It was a mystery how he found it in the first place.
But these people trust you, correct?
Correct, I am Mother, I am beyond name, I am beyond time, somewhat.
So if Enos gave it to you, would anyone in the tribe object? And whatever you do with it is up to you, because no one would step forward and cause a ruckus about that. Or am I just understanding this?
I feel
tribe. The tribe might not, but if we were to leave and someone sees an elderly woman with a really nasty weapon, they might just kill me for it. I am not a fighter like everyone else.
Makes sense. Okay.
I can't use it to defend myself.
Okay.
Once I get to Corleone, I'll try to see if I can talk to Masha. Maybe they have a vault or something.
I was really hoping you were going to say, I'm going to talk to Matrim to sell it.
Yes.
I'll keep it in safe hands. I'm going to sell it.
I'm gonna pawn it off.
Well, a book that's on autopilot right now.
Yeah,
yeah.
To a book that's
Very
probably
smart.
dead. Okay, so
I can talk to Masha and see if they have a vault or something in that underground area.
So, we are going to a big city to get on a boat to get away from the city? Is this the understanding of what's happening now?
For now, yes. We're trying to gather as many people as possible so we can take the city back.
Okay, and what is the condition of the city right now?
Destroyed. Being guarded by treants. Giant 300-foot treants.
Moving trees?
Yes.
Moving trees, yes.
And an insane woman.
And one of potentially their children.
Huh. Yep, that's above my pay grade. As Orion just leans back again. Like, what did I just hear? Okay. We can do this. And we can get 10 there without much issue. He's a lot smaller than he used to be. From the lack of food he was getting in prison. And what Alister had done to him had sapped a lot out of him. So, he's not super heavy at the moment, especially if we bring Grenjar.
Right. So I guess let's tell the tribe to pack what they need. And we can move out tomorrow.
Alicia...
Enos, because you probably... you might get to Carleon before we do. Can you tell Masha to plant a tree in that vault? Ember's been telling me about a spell, and I think it would be a very great idea if a tree was planted there. It would be very important.
Inside the vault?
Tree in the vault.
That's the scariest thing you've ever said to me, Brian, because I know what that means.
It might be a little strange. I think I did too. But it might be a little weird. I don't know if you could plant a tree in a vault, but I'll ask her. I don't even know if they have a vault.
Not in the vault, but not even in the vault, but in the area the safe house area.
I like that room just being in a giant ass safe. You
Maybe
open up,
we
there's a
can figure out
tree and
how
a
to put it
mace
in the
just laying on the
area. You
ground.
know what I mean? Like right outside. I'll ask her.
No, because your tribe is a large group of people, and what Ember's been telling me, I feel like it's a short window of time that I could teleport people.
Oh no.
I'll ask her.
Oh, no.
I'll ask her.
You just make my job so much harder.
Yes. Yeah.
Imagine just all of us just rushing in. And
Yes.
stuck
Oh,
inside
that's
the
fucking
tree.
great.
Oh man, how long do I have before you get that spell?
One more level.
Fuck!
That's why I asked if we were at 11 or at 10. I mean, if I go one more into Ranger, then
no.
it'll be 2 levels.
Oh, I'm
but
so fucked. Okay. Oh, okay.
It's not that bad.
I'll ask Masha.
Do trees even grow inside of cities anymore? Or are they all made out of stone now?
Well, considering they have large trees patrolling the city. No.
no.
Stick with that one, Enos.
Yeah.
Alicia looks over at you, Enos. Do you think we're going to return here? Do you think we're going to be able to come back to this spot?
I hope so. But at the same time, I really want this to be a new start for the Stormmane Tribe. If we integrate ourselves into the world and help, I don't think there's a reason we need to remain secluded after this.
Because we could just burn everything we have so that no one else can take it over. No trace of our name.
Alright, I'll turn over to Mother. Not my mother, but Mother.
Mm-hmm.
Our history's in these walls, though. What do you think?
We could have people work to fashion shields out of the history. I am the other aspect of our history. Clouded, but still around. If you want this to be a new start, what is history to people who don't care?
I think we should care. Our ancestors have been protecting me, guarding me and my friends. I think history is important. But I also think that they want us to move forward.
We don't have to burn down this building. We can just torch everything else. Everything that would sustain someone trying to live in this spot after us.
I think that's the best option. And definitely make the shields. Try to carve out our history and take it with us.
She puts her hand on Eleonora's shoulder, thinking that she's talking to you, Enos.
Oh.
Who knows? Maybe a witch will take over this hut.
See, don't say that.
Probably more like a hag.
Yeah,
I was just about to
know,
say-
I know a hag about a day's travel.
For her,
You know a
like,
hag who really likes doing flips of
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
House full.
That's
The
a really
hag's
good
property
joke.
mother.
It's very funny.
What's the plan then?
If you want to give us a day, we can get our stuff prepared and leave tomorrow morning. And we split
Yeah.
up on our paths.
Let's do that.
So that's it then, Enos. You're leaving with them.
For now. I'll wait for you guys at the money's grave.
Where?
Hmm?
You'll wait for us where?
At the money's grave, where you guys have to turn in the body parts anyway.
Question.
Yes, Brian.
If I, as a giant eagle, could I be able to scoop up Eleonora and Giltech is a lizard dragonborn, so he's probably fucking heavy. So
If his strength was lower, I would say you'd have a chance.
damn. So
Does
never mind.
Giltesh have a spell to like shrink person?
If I, for somehow,
I do.
If I could put into words to level up, into better, then yes. But unfortunately, at the current moment, no.
You can concentrate your own spells while you're in wild shape, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, but enlarge and
I can
reduce
also-
only is like it's not forever.
It's
like
a very short period of time.
ugh,
It's like
okay.
a minute long.
Yeah, so it wouldn't do much.
Yeah.
Man,
You'd be able to get him on your back and then
You wouldn't be able to
Would he
move
be
full
able to-
speed.
have
per
trouble
se.
flying.
Would he be able to carry just Giltesh if he didn't have to worry about me?
Yeah.
Okay, I have fine steed. I could just conjure a horse.
Mm.
I don't think I have anything that could fly. I think it's only like ground based.
Yeah, I
None.
believe it's only ground based.
don't you have
A
your
unicorn.
actual wings now, and they're not angel wings?
They're
just
sprouting.
wings? Oh,
yeah, I
they're
can't.
not
They're
developed
not
yet.
usable yet. They're still
Damn.
just baby wings.
Okay. I was gonna say, shit, just fly with me. But
So if we're gonna save the world, let's get going. Let's start packing our stuff up and let's do it, Chief Enos.
Insight check.
Okay.
I don't like the way that was said.
There is a spell called Find Greater Steed,
Oh,
where you can summon a Pegasus or a Griffin.
What level was that?
17.
4th level for a Paladin only.
He's just a very rough guy in general. Orion is, since he's been a tribe elder for probably the longest of all the tribe elders besides Mother. So he cares a lot about what needs to happen, and he wants to get it done.
Okay. It just sounded like he didn't necessarily agree.
It's more like the military tactic of, I just got orders, why am I sitting around doing nothing?
Okay.
All right. Let's get packing.
So, okay.
Is the meeting
there-
over?
Meeting
Yeah.
adjourned? How do we do this? I'm new.
I get up and walk out. I'm assuming at this point we have a tent set up where we stay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to the tent.
Okay. You all start making your way out. Alicia stops you, your mother, Enos. Have you kept up with George?
I've sent him letters. I was actually wondering where he was. I thought he was still here.
Yes. They both went missing. Around, not too, well, George left not too long after you. And his master decided to go right before Alister freaked out.
I think it's for the best. Didn't
Yeah.
seem that he was taking kindly to outsiders.
No, that's why Zen didn't last very long. So, I don't know where those two are. I don't know how to contact them at this point either.
I was sending him letters. Hopefully, he's around. It would be a big help, honestly. Both of them would.
Yeah, it's, I didn't expect to see you or Ten ever again. Just disappearing, just to walk back in, one day apart.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll give her a hug.
The amount of fear one mother can take and still have to be in charge of a tribe of nitwits? It's stressful. What was I supposed to say to Alexandria? You fell into a trap?
Hope that doesn't happen again. I hope Dad doesn't have to leave anymore after. But I still have things to do before coming back.
Not all of us are fighters as well. Some of us might just stay in this city. Rija can't be on a ship.
I know. I was hoping some of you could either stay in the underground bunker or in the money's grave. That some of those of you that can't fight.
We have your back. Just don't lead us into a death trap if you can help it.
I'm trying. One day being in charge.
And you're doing an awful job at it, honey.
I know I'm not ready. Who knows if I'll ever be.
As long as you keep Mother with you, whatever the ailments that seem to have come with these world-ending people, she should be able to help at least a little bit with those. Some of our weaker were susceptible to it, and she helped them the best she could. So they're functioning now, but I don't know what we're up against. We're up against giant trees. That's what we've been told.
Giant trees and people from another dimension, as far as I can understand. I'm not very, very smart either.
You could have at least tried to open a book while you left. She just pats you on the head and walks away. So if there's anything you guys want to do for the rest of the day, you absolutely can.
Jeez. Oh, wait, I don't remember if I have to change it or if it's the same stats. But I remember my staff is now a spear, correct? Because I remember I went to
That's right.
the craftsman dude. I don't know if that changes the stat block or whatever.
It just
of the
becomes a
weapon.
spear weapon,
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
which is still, it's a D6 or a D8, depending on how many hands you have on it, and it does piercing damage instead.
Which is the same as a quarter staff.
Yeah,
but
so it's
without-
just bludgeoning to piercing.
Okay, then I won't change it in anything.
Yeah. You could probably do a really quick fix on it.
Cool.
Yeah. The time is
Is there a-
yours.
Is there any library, or is that me talking to the elders to see if I can learn more about the Hydra?
You can talk to the elders. Rija is a very studied person. Okay. Bye, Ian.
Ian?
That just ruins the overlay. Hate that.
But yeah, I will try to get in contact with Rija
Okay.
and see what's going on.
Yeah, you go and find Rija's tent. Unlike most of the other tents, this one has a desk in it. There's a big old book. There's several books on the table, but there's one main book that seems to have a pen and quill next to it that she seems to be writing in. She's kind of just focused and just writing away, thinking, writing.
I kind of, as she's writing, kind of try to look over. Rija?
Ah!
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Oh. Hello. How are you?
Good. What? I'm sorry. What were you writing? If you don't mind me asking.
I had learned about the Stormmane Tribe while I was at the Belmare College, and I found my way here to study them and everything about them. So I've been writing a little bit of a book based off of them, getting information from all of them, and compiling it into a more focused book so that it could go into libraries and stuff like that so people can learn about this Stormmane Tribe that's so not known about.
And well, DM question: is Rija also a part of this tribe, or is she?
She was like a guest that just somehow stayed because she was quiet enough to just go under Alister's radar.
Okay, that's a little odd in my brain for some reason. Okay, are they a human first? And
Yes, they are a human,
Oh, okay, that's even more crazy.
I believe. Hold on. Yeah, she's a human. She's about 5'5", darker skin, dark brown eyes. She has a set of glasses and a yellow dress.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Well, before I ask my question, I'm just very interested on how you got here. Are you human? You're with this tribe?
They don't have magical protection from being found.
Okay.
So when you ask your divination professor to find a Stormmane tribe, it's not that hard to do.
Okay.
He was able to send me in the right directions, and I found myself here.
Question: is she jittery because I asked her why, or is she just jittery in general?
She's just jittery in general.
Okay, that's fine. Because I was gonna try to.
That's just
invite
her
to, like-
personality trait.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm trying to learn more about hydras.
Okay.
We're gonna probably hunt one soon, and I don't know much, and I think it would be a great idea if you impart some wisdom on your friendly neighborhood druid.
I only took nature classes as electives. It wasn't my main course of study. I can definitely try and remember some stuff. No, I wouldn't have a book on hydras specifically. I have a bunch of books on what's in the jungle, but not hydras. I can get back to you and see what I remember when I focus on it.
All right, I will be here for a little bit before we have to leave. So,
Where are you
find what
going?
we need to find the Hydra.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense why you're asking then. Okay. So it's a little bit
Look,
not much time to remember stuff. It's fine. It's fine. I can do it.
okay. I kind of just like like. There's a moment where Kai realizes that was me. This was a moment where I was like this. Hey, I know your brain is going 10 million times a second.
Yes.
It slows down eventually. I promise. Not in a bad way. I mean, as in you'll calm down eventually.
That doesn't seem very academically helpful, but okay.
No, it helps you focus. I promise. Trust me, it didn't make sense to me either, but try to slow things down, and I promise you, your focusing will be precise and accurate every single time, even in times of stress.
Okay. Breathing exercises. Got it.
No, don't hide your head like, oh my god. And I kind of just, all right, I have faith in you. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll get you a list of things that I can remember about Hydras in like 2 hours.
Okay, great.
I just need to finish up this chapter on everything about Alister at the moment.
Oh, actually, can I you don't mind if I...
Well, it's not published yet, so I prefer if you didn't take a sneak peek.
Okay. I mean, that's... Okay. While I'm there, can I just see if I can already see...
Give me a
what's on
perception
the page?
check.
Okay. As I'm trying to stall for more time to just peek what she's rapping about.
And a persuasion check.
Okay,
Which
so...
is going to be funny to watch.
It's gonna be funny. On the perception, that is a dirty 20.
Okay.
On the persuasion, it's a... Okay, it was an 18, but minus 2, so 16.
Oh, I thought that was higher. She's like, I really don't think you should. It's not finished yet, and you don't want to ever see a finished product. And she's like, goes on this little ramble about why you shouldn't read someone's stuff before it should be published. And you're like, but you need to have someone to check your rough draft, as you're just like looking over. And it's basically going over all of the information of Alister disappearing a random day, coming back angrier and stronger than before, and how he just used his sheer mass to convince his father to step down and give him the chief name.
Idol.
Yeah. Since Alister was threatening his own father's life, and Roy knew better than to question someone like that.
Does it show any reason, or it's just like, or I probably can't see it from where I'm at?
It was like he seemed to have disappeared on a mission, and he came back angrier and more aggressive. And from that just power of aggression, he was able to scare everyone out of wanting to take spot from him, so he got the spotlight.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm sorry. I understand you don't want people to see a finished project, so I'll leave you be.
Yes, I wanted my professor to be the first one to read it, and then she closes the book as you get to how he got to the chief part.
Okay.
I wanted my professor to see it first, because he was the one that got me on this entire adventure, and I kind of owe it to him for him to see my work after I just graduated and all this other enjoyable stuff.
Who's your professor, by the way?
Oh, good. I have to think of a name on the spot. Love this for me.
Okay, if it's not Bennett Delroy, then I'm...
She said a Belmare College. You know that
Okay.
Bennett Delroy is from Enhathes. No,
Yeah.
Iranshis.
Yeah, okay. Never mind then.
So there wouldn't be much of a correlation.
Cool. All right.
And she just goes over to one of her notebooks and just like starts tapping the quill up to her face, like, and just starts writing stuff.
Cool.
Does it leave a spot?
When you
Ink?
when you hit a feather on your face, does it leave a spot?
Oh, I thought she was going like,
With
like,
the ink part.
No, she's
Yeah.
like tapping her face with
like
with the
this.
feather, tickling her face.
okay.
Yeah. Anything else? Eleonora, Giltash, Enos.
I am gonna try to find Enos when he's not talking to anyone. Or if he comes by like the tent. I'm pretty much just in there like meditating, praying, reading the rune book, etc. But like I want to try to find Enos at some point when no one's around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna
Right.
do anything on my, so take all your time with this. That's all I
Okay, you're
wanted
just
to say.
chilling.
Yeah. I don't want you to speed this because you're like, oh, gotta get to Giltash. Take time.
Yeah, you can find each other. Enos is just kind of walking around. Grenjar and Sartine are kind of in the middle of a little like camping area, kind of where the main fight with Alister had taken place. You see Grenjar like drawing in the dirt, and Sartine's just watching him, kind of babysitting. Other than that, most people are in either the Elder House or in their tents, as it's getting towards the end of the day at this point.
Are people able to like enter and exit the village as they please, or is there like a gate or
There's
like,
not even
some
a
kind of-
wall.
Okay, it's just kind of like a clearing.
Yeah, it's just a clearing with tents and 2 wooden houses.
Enos, we need to talk. Preferably outside the village.
Okay. Sure.
Sorry, I had to turn you way up. I couldn't hear
Yeah,
you.
Val, you're really quiet.
My bad. Yeah.
So I guess we'll just walk to like where the trees kind of start to get denser outside of the clearing.
That's fine.
I know you plan on keeping that.
I haven't fully decided.
That echo.
But you want to keep it?
I think it could help.
You saw what it did to Alister. What it made him do to other people.
Maybe Alistair wasn't strong enough.
Maybe you weren't either. Had the rest of us not been there, you would have died.
I know. Like I said, I haven't decided.
After all that, you're gonna take that chance. Especially with having your rest of the tribe around you as you take him to Carleone.
I won't do anything with it until they're gone.
You don't know what it could do to you.
As long as I don't use it.
You don't know that. You haven't taken it off your back since you've gotten it.
Because if I do, someone else could get it.
I just don't believe that.
Would it make you feel better if you hold out to it until tomorrow? But
I'd
am
feel
thinking-
better if it was just gone.
I'll talk to Masha once I get to Carleone.
How about we take it? With us?
How do you know it won't corrupt you?
Because we can share it between the 3 of us. Instead of just you taking it all for yourself.
It's not for me. It's It's my tribe's.
Yeah, but you want to be able to use it in case you need it.
Maybe.
You know, I thought I knew you. I thought I knew you to be a good man.
Lenora, I'm
This
trying
is
to do
just...
it to help. We need all the help we can get. These guys, we've already fought one of them and got absolutely destroyed. We stood no chance against them.
And you think a little mace or whatever it is gonna help us?
When you saw what it did to Alice, it had made him stronger. Somehow.
You and I both know it's not gonna be enough against them.
Every little bit helps. And I'm willing to put myself on the line in order to
You're not
protect-
just putting yourself on the line, though. Ryan, stop laughing.
I was about to yell something to Ian, and that's
I'm willing to do whatever it takes to protect you guys.
Whatever. We'll see you in Carleon. I'll just walk back into the village.
Gaslighting bullshit right there. I thought you were a good man. Whatever.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Man, whatever. That shit's toxic.
Both of you give me perception checks on your way back into the village
Oh, I love that.
camp thing.
Oh, I rolled an 18 plus.
I rolled a nat 20, which is plus 1, so for a total of 21.
Okay.
22.
So you all notice two things. At the very edge of like where the camp is, you see Alexandria against one of the trees. And when you're walking within the camp, you notice the thing that Grenjar has been drawing looks like one of the symbols from the rune book.
No.
Oh. Interesting.
I'm gonna go towards Grinjar.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just drawing with a stick, and Sartine's just sitting there.
Is he
Yeah.
just drawing it like in the dirt?
Yeah. You are an awful artist, Grenjar. I think
Grinjar.
it's pretty.
I'm
Oh,
gonna just kind of like jog over to Grinjar.
hello.
Grinjar. Hi. Where did you learn to draw that?
Giant.
You learned it from a giant?
Yes. It's giant symbol.
You know what it means?
It means earth or grow. I think. Looks
you-
over at Sartine. Oh, I can't read it.
Draw the other ones that you know.
Okay. He draws a stick figure. Then he tries to like draw a cow and it doesn't turn out very well.
The runic symbol that he drew that he said was the symbol for earth and grow. Could I also try to draw that in the earth and see if it does anything, just for funsies.
You just draw it. You just did like a circle with a bunch of little symbols inside of it. Nothing seems to happen.
But it is a rune that I recognize from the book.
Yeah, you both recognize it from the book. It's ugly. And just like starts wiping away all of his drawings.
No. Oh.
Don't worry, Grimjaw. Keep working at it. You'll get it.
Oh, speaking of the rune book, at this point, what would I have gathered from it? Would I just have figured out, like, if I can find regular stones, I would have learned the runes to carve into them to make them elementals? Or, like, make them to where I could add them into my crossbow?
You've learned... Give me just a straight intelligence check.
That's gonna be an 18.
Very well. You've learned that there are specific symbols based around elements, similar to lightning, acid, fire, ice, etc. And you can inscribe them and put power into specific types of gems that have to somewhat match the color scheme of the element for it to be imbued with enough power to be usable. You've also learned that there are other types of runes that can be put on people or objects to enhance them in certain ways. So there's elemental type runic stuff, and there's also like enchantment runic as well, is the focus of this book.
Those have to be done in like a tattoo style, or would they just have to be like drawn on with a paste or a specific type of like utensil?
It just depends on how skilled you are in the domain for it to work. With enough trial and error and training, you'd be able to work with runic abilities if you keep at it.
Okay. So right now I could probably do it on the gems, but definitely not on people.
Probably.
Okay.
But it still might be trial and error when you get the gems, because you'd have to imbue them with the correct type of energy as well. So it's like a craftsmanship aspect mixed with magical aspect, which is why people that do this don't tend to be able to do all of it themselves. It's usually a crew of people to set things up like this, to imbue stuff with carved runes.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, and along the lines, it also goes into how giants tended to use runes to amplify themselves as well. Where watching Grenjar draw that one out, you would guess that he was some kind of hill or stone giant at some point. Unless there's anything else, we can move into the next day, where the blondies go marching one by one back to Carleone.
I figured Enos would want to go talk to Alexandria since she was moping by herself.
Don't care.
I don't give a damn.
We'll have time.
Yeah.
He's about to have a
that's
whole
what-
week with her by himself. What does he
Yeah.
need?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. She's fine.
There's nothing there's nothing here for me, is there?
Ooh, there is something I want to do now that I'm thinking about it, but continue. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I guess because we went with such a silly plan of burning down almost everything in this village. I guess I will help assist with trying to write down the history because like there was like the drawings and stuff like that we found.
Yeah,
in
but
that
those were
one.
on the houses that they said that they would keep intact.
Okay, so we're not okay. So we're not burning down like parts of the history and like
Yeah.
that they have written.
We're only
Okay.
burning down the tents and whatever supplies would be left behind.
Okay. Okay.
So that it
I
can't
just
just
wanted
be
to double-
easily hospitable to outsiders.
I just wanted to double check that because I was like, that's a crazy idea.
Yeah,
just
like
to
there was
say, fuck it.
general talk about maybe shearing the sides of the houses to try and take the history with them, but that'd be a hell of a task to do.
Okay, I think that's why I thought that they were trying to get rid of it. Okay.
You could try and spend this rest of this day trying to inscribe what is on there.
Yeah, just for funsies, I'll try to write down in this day however much I can, like, copy basically.
Yeah, you could even do like
'Cause-
charcoal cover-ups of everything and just move that
Yeah,
way if
'cause
you
I
wanted
still don't-
that.
I don't even know if I could even comprehend it because it's not really like.
Yeah, it's not written.
Seems
It's like caveman drawings that slowly get
Yeah.
more advanced and become more of iconography and them trying to tell stories they don't know.
Yeah, so I'll just try to copy down all the images that I can. That way, in case something is to happen while we're gone, that there is at least something. And then the tent that we're sleeping in, is it just, or is it like all one, or do we each have like our own individual place to sleep?
Well, you guys
What's this
have tents that you've brought with you from
that's not so
like
true.
traveling as well.
Doy. Okay.
If you'd
I have a
want,
guest tent,
probably.
like a guest room.
Yeah.
They don't have too many big tents.
Okay. So no slumber party, guys. um, then yeah, I guess I'll just spend most of my day, just writing down as much as I can, and then that night, if possible, and if Kai is alone, I guess I'll walk up to him at some point
Okay.
if there's an opportunity.
They probably will. I want to find Mother one
Okay.
last time before the next day.
Hey, Mother. Down here.
Yes, I forgot. People talk to me besides my own self. Hello.
Hi. In that fight with the blood bomb, I lost a diamond trying to help prevent Alistar. Is there any way I can get a diamond from you guys? I don't know what I'm facing, and I just want to make sure I can keep the rest of my people safe. I understand if you guys don't.
I may. I'm not very sure. Since I can't see too well, it's kind of crap luck if I find it. And she like brings you over to her fair-sized tent that's just for her. You see a bunch of racks of herbs and spices and all this other stuff just hanging down. It's just a mess of stuff in here with her cot and everything. She just stands in the middle of it. It's like,
While we're looking for this,
Mhm.
Mother, I'm new to all of this healing. How did you do it? How do you? It was a lot. It was very stressful as Kai's trying to help her
Mhm.
figure, like, look around. It was all really stressful, and I trying to figure it all out. What helps you keep a still mind when it's coming down to the wire?
when I was given the position of mother, it had meant the last one had passed away. I could not tell you what my name was before I became mother. I do not remember. With the transference of the name, I've also learned why mother exists. we exist to protect. It is our duty to make sure that everyone in the tribe does not run into mental and physical issues.
Mm.
So as soon as I became mother, all, I don't know to say personal feelings, because I still have feelings for everybody. The feelings of grief are what disappeared. I do not feel grief. Was it sad what happened? Absolutely. But I do not feel that. It's
So,
just a weird
I'm
level
sorry.
of stuff.
okay. So, like, burying? Or do I try to suppress it, the feeling, when it comes down to it? Or I just focus on what's at hand?
You just have to understand that it's going to happen. In your line of work, in my line of work, disease, death, injury, and mental instability is a given. You have to let the others know that you are in charge. They cannot see that you are distraught by their downfall. You have to prove to them that you are there for it.
Okay. I think I get it. I like kind of just like squeeze onto Ember in one hand as I'm trying to find something. Thank you. I think I get what you mean now.
It is the hardest thing for any person to do. But when you have to be the mother figure, you cannot let them see you down.
I'm their mother.
I don't know, are you?
I'm just sitting there, like in his brain, just like, in a way, maybe. I'd never thought of it like that.
She pats you on the shoulder. You are warm like mother.
Thank you.
Everyone needs a campfire that they can come back to every night. You have to be that for them.
Yeah. You're right.
And she pulls out this box. It just looks like a regular jewelry box. We do not trade very often with people, but, you know, they don't have to know what I get into in my free time. That's on them.
Mm-hmm.
And she opens the box and she pulls out a diamond necklace. You said you need diamonds, right? Here you go.
Yes. As I hold it, does it look like it's able to be used in the components of like a revivify?
Probably.
Okay.
It looks expensive. It looks extremely
cool.
expensive.
Cool. Thank you so much, Mother. And I kind of just, I guess, put the necklace on around my rock neck and kind of bury it within my clothes to just keep it close and remember that I guess I have to be their mother.
Do you need anything else before we all head to sleep before burning this place down tomorrow?
I think I need to meditate. I think I need to just process all of this.
In that case, I'm going to go to sleep. And she like rips off one of the things that's just hanging, just takes a huge whiff of it, and then just lays in bed and passes out.
Oh. I'll see myself out. And I just start making my way to my tent. Oh my god.
Dude, shamans are
weird-
wild.
Yeah,
What a
no,
weird
makes
reveal.
sense.
Yeah,
That's the biggest
she
baddest
hot
rip.
boxes her own tent to go to sleep.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh wow.
Good for her.
You know what? Good for her.
Things I make up on the fly. That's funny. Love it.
I love.
Yeah. So
That's
Kai and
funny.
Giltesh conversation.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I guess what are you doing right now?
I'm probably just making my way back to the tent. I guess it's getting closer to nighttime. I'm kind of just like enjoying the nighttime before I have to go to bed or whatever, and you stumble across me making my way toward my tent, I guess.
Okay, yeah, I kind of lizard plap my way over there, with the foot Um, Kai, hello.
Hi.
I don't know. I wanted to ask you some questions, I guess, if you don't mind.
I don't mind, sure.
How? Okay. How do you not burn alive?
Oh. I'm not human. You know that, right? I'm not a
Yeah.
human.
Oh.
It's a weird situation.
Okay. Okay.
My body is meant to keep in heat or express heat. It's not.
Mm.
Yes, I'm always burning, but my own flame doesn't damage me or people that I come in contact with. Unless it's a spell, that's different. But just grab my hand.
I hold out my
Grab
hand.
it.
I okay. I said I was reaching out my hand. Damn. Perfect. Okay.
And you get the presence of being around a campfire. That's my warmth to other people. When people aren't this party, it is a lot more harsh, and I pull away.
Okay.
Question one
Okay.
down.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess the other thing, just like, yeah, I don't know, like tomorrow, do you think we'll be okay?
We have to be okay. That's
I
how
know
I'm
we have.
looking at it.
I know that we have to, but without Enos, what do you think our chances really are?
50-50, but I'm trying to walk in with a positive mindset because after my talk with Mother, what I've gotten was that the day isn't guaranteed, and we need to make sure that we survive. So
Thank God.
I'll do my best, and I'll keep everyone safe.
Okay,
It will be
see.
done.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I believe I've heard you mention before. Just some clarification. Your mother. You said that she was a volcano.
Ugh. Yeah. Yes.
Is that
yes.
like actually a volcano?
It's a little bit more complicated, but yes, my people, my own tribe, my father, he rules over the fire elementals. Ignis is his name, and he kind of rules with an iron fist. And there's our history of my people that every once in a while, the earth gives back to our tribe, and it gives back with an heir. And that heir was me. And as leader of the tribe, I was that gift to him, a son.
I see.
It just so
Oh.
happens that I wasn't wasn't envisioned the way he wanted. So
I don't mean to pry. You don't have to answer if you don't want. But did you choose to leave, or were you excommunicated?
I think the more I think about it, it wasn't excommunication, but it was, for my father at least, perfectly timed accidental excommunication.
I see. I see.
I kind of just look around because I think it's only us. Well, it sounds crazy, but I fell through a a hole, a portal, a tear through the fire plane to our plane. And then I ended up in Terragorn. But there was a lot of stuff that was going down in the fire plane, and it was madness, and people were everywhere doing things. And when I ended up falling through, no one looked for me. And I think it just was perfectly timed because I don't think they wanted to find me in the first place.
I see. Well, hopefully one day, maybe we could go and pay them a visit.
Ugh.
And I get the record straight.
The only reason why I want to go back is so I can change them. That's why.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. Seeing Enos talk to his family and us being here with his family is making me feel some type of way.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know if it's peace not peace. It's I'm happy that he has this, but I don't know. I wish I had this, I guess.
I see.
And
Well,
I hope I can maybe have a opportunity to potentially have this, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as getting into a fight and then winning said fight and being invited back with open arms.
it'll probably be a different kind of battle, but I don't think it'd be one to shy away from. But hopefully you'll have all of us here and it'll go better.
Hey, Giltash, would you believe me if when I was with the hag, I almost asked to become human?
I would have no reason to not believe you.
I don't know. Sometimes being this, looking like this, I sometimes think it would be easier if I looked more normal, if I looked more appealing to other people. Because every single time we go somewhere, it's always, oh, your head's on fire. Oh, you're, and it's.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mention that.
No,
I've never-
you didn't know what you were doing. It's just.
I've just never met an individual like you before.
No, I get it. It's just it gets really exhausting sometimes. And now one of our friends left, and now I have to take his responsibility. And you saw how that fight went with me she died, and I had to bring her back. And it's just a lot of things I wasn't ready to handle. And now I'm being forced to handle and care for other people. And I wish I was cared for the same way.
No, I can understand that. Well, hopefully with all of us here, and I don't know if I kind of I try to grab your hand and kind of my hand, your hand, my hand on top. That makes any sense?
No, I get the visual.
Okay, yeah. I was just hopefully, after all this is over, you won't have to deal with all this anymore.
I hope so too. But like I said, and I kind of take your hand off of me, one day at a time.
Right.
All my goal is to live, because we don't have to worry about this threat if we don't. So,
True.
Good night.
Good night. I run away quickly.
Oh my! You don't have to run. Okay, that's fine.
As you head away, you pass Rija, who just has a bunch of papers in her hand. You can see that she's crying because she listened to most of that conversation and didn't feel like butting in because she's too anxious.
Do I see Rija at this point, or?
Yeah, you watch Giltesh leave and you see Rija there looking at him, and she looks back at you. Mr. Kai, here's the information that I can remember about Hydras.
Thank you, Rija.
It's not very helpful. You already have all the knowledge that she had written down.
I kind of just skim over it and then just smile at her. It's really appreciated. Thank you.
No problem. I have to figure out how to get a desk over to a city. Huh. And then she runs away.
All right.
But at least you have confirmation that what was said before is true.
Okay, that's something.
And as you all head to sleep for the night, and no one taking watches, the night goes by pretty uneventful. And you all wake. Let's see what kind of day it is. It seems as though the clouds are getting ready for some kind of hurricane. It's not looking good, as I just rolled a natural 1 for weather. It looks like today is going to be a really rough day once you get going.
This ain't Hydra fighting weather.
This is not a Hydra fight in weather.
This isn't lighting the camp on fire weather either.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So probably by midday, it's going to start raining, and it probably won't stop until the end of the night.
Let's burn this bitch down quick.
Yeah. So you all awaken, get your stretching ready. Enos, you look around, blood bomb is gone.
Oh, that's lovely. That's fucking great. Yeah, that's
Hey.
sounds about right.
It's gone.
Yeah, you guys hear a lot of movement happening outside of your main tents. Heading out, you see Grenjar has 2 giant trees that he's knocked down, and they have a giant bonfire getting ready to go in the middle of the camp, so everyone can light their torches and send off the camp in a somewhat respectable way.
Cool.
Everyone seems to be working. Just because Kai's passive perception is 30-something. Alister's nowhere to be seen. During these main events, Alister's nowhere to be seen at the moment. Everyone else is kind of working towards getting this bonfire going. There's a lot of crates of stuff near the bonfire, of stuff that they probably don't need to take with them, since they're good foragers and nature people. They're not too worried about having enough food on their trek, even though they have 20-ish people. So what do you all want to do on this lovely morning without blood bomb?
You gonna say something, dog?
We're moving on.
You moving on? Okay.
I guess I'll just probably start
Just
trying to
volunteer
pack
to
up my stuff and then walk around the camp and see if anyone else needs help loading their stuff up or finishing packing up their tents or belongings, especially the older people in the village.
Mm-hmm. The main older people are the elders, and they live inside the elder house. I don't think that's filtered. Okay. I need to swap my water because I took a sip and it was disgusting. The elder house, they're not too worried about everything that's in there. They're just willing to leave it, kind of. And the other people that aren't the strongest or anything like that, they have Emil, Sartine, Sitali. All of the stronger people are already kind of moving around helping them. Grenjar's job has been to make large fire and get ready to burn fire.
We'll just be ready with the torch by the bonfire whenever it gets lit.
Yeah, about another hour goes by, and Kai, you notice Alister's just kind of staying far away, just watching.
No blood bomb on him?
No blood bomb.
Okay. Did I see where and what direction he came from, or just I
No,
wasn't tracking?
you were just moving around a little bit, and you just noticed him on the southern side of of the camp, kind of near like the elder building, just against one of the trees, just watching. Same like upset disposition that he's had the last few days.
Okay.
And they get ready to start lighting this giant bonfire. If you all want to help with that, because you are magically inclined and they are not.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I have anything that could help start a fire.
I know one guy who does.
I do.
Oh, I can just cast Firebolt as a cantrip.
Yeah, I'll use my one racial use of
Burning hands.
burning hands.
I'll light
Yeah.
Elven Flame Cycle just because I feel like I need to do something.
Yes, there's like 6 people trying to light this gigantic bonfire in the center of this camp. And it grows to be probably like a 25-foot flame. It's the size of like a building, this bonfire. Everyone gets their torch of choice, lights it on fire, and brings it over to their tent, and you all just get to watch as the camp besides the outer buildings gets burned to the ground. Emil's forge completely obsolete. The history books that Reja couldn't put together and prepare fast enough burned to the ground. Desks gone. Most
Oh,
furniture
shit.
has disappeared.
Could have helped grab some history books.
Like, she can only carry so much. She has like 2 giant backpacks of books, and there's just some that she had to leave behind. As the place burns to the ground, and Sartine walks over to your troop. So, we're going to hunt giant lizard now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but not
Multi-headed.
this giant lizard.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
different giant lizard.
Yes,
Just to
that,
be
Bigger.
clear.
that is the deal
Like
that we
a-
have made. That there is bigger giant or lizard that I get to help fight, kill,
Mm-hmm.
put on
Also,
wall. Where am I going to
Sartine-
put it now? Huh.
Mhm.
Yes?
So, Sartine, can you give me a second? I have to talk to Enos real quickly. And I kind of just break away from this conversation and just find him and put my hand on his shoulder and lean in and just whisper to him. Please keep an eye on Alister. I don't know what... I don't know if he's planning something. I just don't feel good. He wasn't there this morning. And then he showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, that's kind of why I'm going. If I would have let the tribe go by themselves, then Alistair would have just taken over again and done whatever he pleases.
No. I know you're supposed to watch him, but I mean, like, I don't know. I just feel something. And
Yeah, Kai, you notice that there's a large mace missing from Enos.
oh, you want to talk about that, Enos? Where is Blood Bomb?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm inciting.
That silence was very deafening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to incite you so if you actually know where the fuck it is.
Go for it.
Oh, I did good. That is a 21.
I have no idea. As far as I know, I have no idea.
Oh,
I rolled
shit.
through anyway.
Okay, you look like you actually don't know where it is.
He doesn't know
So-
many things, to be fair.
Okay. Well, I guess in the meantime, while you're on your way there, hopefully it's in a good spot. I feel like Mother would kill you if she found out that it was gone.
Probably.
So that's your issue now. So how are we leaving to find the hydrant now?
As soon as you want to at this point. It's probably around like 11:30 a.m. at this point.
And I wouldn't have enough to, and it's already the next day, and I don't have the spell to locate object.
Okay. So hopefully it's in a spot where no one knows, and hopefully Alistair didn't have his hands on it. in the middle of the night.
I hope it was Mother who took it, to be honest.
That's
with
what
you.
I'm hoping. Maybe talk to her?
Let's hope. No, because then I'd have to tell her I lost it.
Okay. I think I really spare that wounded pride, you know, like, just, that's... But, okay. If you think that's the best choice.
We will burn that bridge when we get to it. That's how the saying goes, right?
Let's cross it, but honestly...
What is a
burning it
bridge?
You'll learn.
Yeah, I'll teach.
Well, actually, you're going with them, but when you guys get to the city.
Alright. Be safe, please.
We will.
If
You
you
too.
die, I'll kill you.
Thanks for the words, Sartine.
No
Keep
problem.
them safe.
And she does like the warrior handshake thing, where you grasp forearms.
Yep.
For Eleonora in Giltesh, you look over and you watch Grenjar and Alister doing an arm wrestling competition.
Jesus.
Who's win?
A 14-foot tall man versus a 8-foot tall man. Let's find out. Grenjar, that's astronomically low. Okay, good job, Grenjar. Proud of you. Alister wins.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
It was a 13 compared to a 25.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
that,
close.
yeah. Grenjar has him in the first half because Grenjar's hands are like 3 times the size of Alister's. But just from sheer strength, Alister just flops Grenjar over. He almost like does a little roll.
Oh, my God.
Rolls over Kuvar and they have to get him off and all that. It was a mess. But he seems to be in a better mood after winning that, since he knows that Grenjar's the only other strong one.
I'd like to go find Alexandria.
Okay. She's just watching the boys do stupid shit before having to leave.
Are they always like this?
When they were younger, yes, they tended to do anything rowdy. I haven't seen Alister do that in a long time, though, so that's pretty nice.
You doing okay?
Yeah. It's just interesting to see the place that I've lived my whole life get burnt to the ground. It's an interesting sight when you feel like you've lost everything. But we're here to continue to move on. Plus, you've had a
It's
month
always
with him,
gonna-
now I get some time with him.
You can have him. He's a pain in my ass.
Well, then he
But-
hasn't changed much.
I'm sure he hasn't. He still acts like a child.
Yeah, when you're raised rowdy, it makes sense.
I can't say I've lost my home in the same way that you have. But mine isn't being burned to the ground and it still exists. But I know what you feel as far as not really being able to ever go back. And I can say with certainty that there's always going to be a part of you that misses that. But there's something amazing in adventuring and exploring the rest of the world and finding a new home. It's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. But as long as you've got someone there by your side that you can trust, or even a whole village of people you can trust, I promise that you'll find somewhere else to call home.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time, I guess. Civilization's gonna kick some of us in the ass. That's just how maturing works, I guess. If we are going to go into this new era, might as well join the people that know more than us.
Just promise me something.
I'm listening.
You'll punch him really hard in the face if he does anything stupid.
I can shoot him with a bow. That would probably do more.
The goal is to slightly injure him, not potentially kill him.
He's fine.
Just
Oh.
as long as it's not a vital artery.
No promises there. I'm just gonna make sure that him and Alistair stay tied together, because that'd be funny, right?
I don't know about that one.
See who really is the
Just-
stronger one, who can flail the other one around better.
Make sure Alistair doesn't do anything stupid, please. Or Enos, for that fact.
Stupid's a part of our genetics. We can't help that.
More stupid than you guys are usually entitled to. In that case.
Well, I can try to babysit your boyfriend if you want me to.
He is not my boyfriend.
So he's your fiance as well?
No. What? No. We're not a thing. Although I know you two used to be.
Interesting. I've read that completely wrong then. I'm so sorry.
No, it's quite alright. I didn't know you existed until right before we got here, so
Which is kind of rude.
yeah, you can get him back for that later.
Yeah. He's gonna find himself tied to Alistair.
As long as that's the only thing he's tied to, I'm okay with that.
I might tie him to the anchor of the boat.
Would not recommend that. We do still kind of need him to defeat the people that we're going against.
He can hold his breath for a few minutes.
It was nice talking to you, Alexandria.
Yeah, well, we might see each other again.
We will. We'll meet you all in Carleone.
Do you think those walking trees are gonna make a good bow?
I haven't considered it, but honestly, yeah. And if you make one, I would love one. Mine's getting a little rusty.
I'll make sure to take out one of those trees just for you.
I appreciate it.
Well, enjoy your hunting mission, I guess.
We'll try. I've never fought a Hydra before, so this will be interesting.
Neither have I. I've only heard stories. But it should be fun. Large creatures are the most enjoyable to knock to the ground.
You guys just get to Carleone safely.
There's never going to be a promise of that working out. We can try.
No. But it makes me feel better if there is a promise.
And I can't make one that I don't know if I can keep.
Sure. But we've got to get going and get ready to leave for the hunt, so.
So I hope you've
Enos.
brought rain gear, because it's going to get wet today.
Yeah. We're kind of used to it at this point.
That's what the jungle brings. But don't need to keep wasting your time. You have your own crew to be worried about.
It's not our first rodeo together.
Yeah.
What's a rodeo? I'm kidding.
I feel like
But,
out of all the characters that would know what one is, it would be yours.
Yeah. I just wouldn't know if there was in this world, but I was just being funny. I'll just nod to her and I'll do the little arm clasp thingy with her and just walk back to where Kai and Giltesh are, and I don't know if Enos is over there or not.
Okay.
I don't like that you rolled.
You know why I rolled. What do you mean? Yeah, Alexandria is just continuing to watch over all the boys as they waste their early morning after breakfast energy. Anything else you guys want to do before Enos heads out?
Enos, could I see that ring to use for Kai or Giltesh while we're fighting the Hydra? For warding bond?
Yeah, of course. Not sure if it'll fit them, but
That's a fair
Well,
point. That's a really good point.
It's a magical ring. I mean, I'm
No, it's
assuming
not. It's just a
can-
platinum band.
Oh,
the ring is normal.
Kai's made of rock. I'm sure he could make his fingers bigger if he needed to. Or, I mean,
Yeah,
Giltush is a
granted, the other
freaking
two boys
dragonborn.
are fair-sized.
I'm sure they could find a ring or a finger to a finger to wear the ring on.
Yeah, you hand over the ring, and you see Alexandria just get more confused.
That's gonna be a fun conversation on the way to Carleone.
So as both groups prepare their journey, you can see that Grenjar is holding several large boxes of the heavier supplies. On his back, there's a large cloth that is holding 10 Stormmane in the back of it, so we can continue to recover on this trip. And the group, the 15 plus group of Stormmane, start heading back south towards Carleone as Enos leaves. And now I can get rid of him on the overlay. Goodbye. Ah. You know, I never thought I'd feel bad watching them leave. Oh well, where are we going?
Oh,
Oh,
We were hoping you knew.
I would just know where a Hydra is?
I figured you might know where to start.
I'll take the lead. I have this. Before I went to bed, locate creature. It's in a range, but we can keep moving in a direction, see where it pings, and then start going that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get us out of the trapped district area, and then from there we can just move to wherever Hydra might be. It might just be us camping for a little while.
Yeah, maybe we should. Is your spell affected by rain or at all?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
No.
It might make trekking worse, but we might as well get started.
Well, I will lead us out of dangerous areas. I'll keep pointing out traps so you can learn them, at least. You can learn the basics of how to see what is bad to step on or step in, and we can keep going forward.
Okay.
I'll take up the rear with my
Don't
bow
touch my
kinda
rear.
just-
It's very sensitive.
oh God.
No. I'll take the rear of the group.
Oh.
And I will walk behind just in case anything tries to sneak up on us, like any animals or anything.
Why
Perfect.
did we bring her?
Why'd you bring Eleonora? That's kind of rude.
No. Not Eleanor.
If you didn't bring Sartine, you would not have a character, Ian.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh.
The first day of travel is just awful. It just sucks. Oh, I get to roll a d4. I haven't looked at my own list in such a long time. Hiya.
Oh yeah. Once we get out of the trap district is when I'll use locate creature, I guess.
Okay.
Or would it be better to use it from the start, y'all?
I'd wait.
I'll
Let's wait until we're out of the booby trap because we need to get out of those first.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was
And
thinking.
I'm assuming the booby trapped area isn't so big that it would really affect anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first day of travel, after about the first hour of moving, you guys head straight into whatever this storm is, and it is just a nightmare to move through for the entire rest of the day. Eleonora, give me a perception check, and then if someone else wants to take lead from Sartine after making it through the traps, you can do a perception check as well, or you could have Sartine do it.
That's a 5.
I'll do the perception check.
Okay.
That's the first bad roll I've had tonight.
Okay.
First perception, that is a 15.
Okay. Just between all the rain, it's hard to see anything, it's hard to hear anything. But this area has been pretty lackluster of events. With the kind of weather that this is, it's pretty normal that many things wouldn't come out of their caves and stuff like that and be looking for food, even if it might be easier to flank them. This storm is bad enough that they're not excited to go outside. But you're able to set up camp, It is extremely soggy. And if you want to do anything during the night, you can. If you want to take watches, you can.
Yeah, we definitely need to take watch.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, we should take
Yeah.
watches.
And now that there's 3 of us, we could just do one person on a watch and just rotate it out.
Sure.
I could also
That way we're
I could
watching for
also
shorter.
take watch if need to be. I can keep big bow aimed at anything
Oh.
that comes nearby.
Would you guys rather just do 4 individual watches or 2 with 2 people?
With 2 people, why not?
Okay, sounds good with me. How do you guys want to split it off?
I will go with lizard.
I was just about to say I would go with him, but since 13, your mind is made up.
It's always going to be me and lizard.
Okay.
I think it'd be good for Giltesh to make some new friends. I pat him on the back and I hand him the ring of like the warding bond ring. I know I can't use it while I'm sleeping, but
Thank you. All right, Sardine, we can take our watch. We can go first.
Sounds good. Which tent do I sleep in? 'Cause my tent just burned to the ground.
looks like you and Lizard get to share a tent.
Oh,
No,
crazy, crazy.
Mine's not big enough
Crazy
for
girl.
that.
I could
You
just
don't have-
sleep in
yeah,
a
she
tree.
is like Goliath.
Big tents?
Yeah. I could just sleep in tree if you really don't want me near you. That's fine.
I don't. If we fit, I don't think we could physically fit in one tent.
You afraid to snuggle?
With you, yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I just love the difference between Giltesh and Raskus, whereas Raskus would have been like, hell yeah, I want to snuggle,
Fuck
and they'd
yeah.
probably end up fucking.
No. Not Sardine. Well, but then she wouldn't have tried to kill me, so maybe. I don't know, we'll see.
That just adds a level of.
You think
thrill
she
to
wouldn't
it,
pray
though.
mantis your ass?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. But that's another tree that Raskus is willing to climb. So.
So,
Anyways.
perception checks.
Oh,
Wait, who's watching first? Sartine and Lizard Boy.
I just rolled, so I
Yeah.
guess Sartine and
Yeah.
Giltesh.
Hey, 19.
Oh, she got an 18 minus 1. Good job. Actually, I don't remember what her stat line is. I never built her character sheet.
I just kind of sitting there.
Oh, she's a +3 to wisdom. I'm a liar. Good.
Oh,
She got a
just
21.
kind of sitting there with like my little praying mantis, just kind of on my shoulder, just looking around.
Yeah, she's just in one of the trees, just looking around, waiting for something to get close to shoot.
I occasionally will like throw like make sure she's not just looking at me occasionally, but other than that, I'm just kind of looking and listening.
Yeah. Just because of how bad the weather is, nothing seems to really want to come out of hiding.
It's fair.
So it's a pretty uneventful watch. She seems kind of upset about not being with the main tribe, but she's just trying to hide it behind her aggressive visage. And she's just sitting in a tree with 2 large crossbows.
Sartine,
Yes,
are you okay?
that is fine. I get to
that-
go hunting.
True, but you're not with your tribe.
They don't need me. They have Alexandria, they have Alister, they have Enos. They're fine.
I, seeing as how we are traveling right now, I don't want there to be any bad blood between us. So if you need to talk to anybody, you could talk to me.
Well, that is very nice, but I'd like to have large lizard head before talking to small lizard man.
Okay.
It will give me incentive to not shoot you with my crossbow.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
Respectfully.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yes, the quicker we get lizard the quicker I can return back to family. And then we go on boat? Is that what I keep hearing? Boats?
Yes, we will. You will be coming with us, I presume, on a journey to a faraway land to gather more troops.
Do I get to shoot stuff?
Absolutely.
I'm in.
If we come across anything trying to kill us, not just random people.
Okay, you've lost me.
Okay. So if people or creatures attack us, they are bad.
Okay.
Do you know the difference between good and bad?
I understand morals to a degree, yes.
Okay, good. So
There's a difference between pride and morals, though.
True. But I would also believe that if an individual were to come up to you and be like, "Oh, could I please have some money?" We shouldn't shoot them, even though they could potentially be a dragonborn.
What is money?
Really cool. I just start looking back into the forest.
You speak really strange words, little lizard.
I'm sorry. I will. What have you known outside of the tribe? Anything at all?
The jungle.
The jungle. Okay.
Yes.
So
I am
society
confused
is
because
not
other lizards to north do not look like you.
what was that?
Other lizards to north do not look like you.
Other lizards to north, like, what do you mean by other lizards?
They
Like,
walk on 2 feet. They sometimes talk, but I can't understand them. I think they're talking. It's a lot of hissing. They're very territorial, I think.
can I roll a history check to see what she's talking about?
Sure.
Or something to see what she's talking about?
Yeah, you can do history or nature.
It's no nature. How the fuck is my nature better than my history? Oh wait, no, it's not. I looked the wrong thing. History. Okay, good.
I'm about to say that
Doesn't
wild.
Doesn't make any sense. 22.
Lizard folk are probably what she's referring to. They
Okay.
tend to be in the swampier, marshy areas, and there's probably a swamp up to the north. I believe you guys have been told about a swamp that's up to the north.
Yeah. Would there be a what I know about like the history between Dragonborn and Lizard folk? Like, is there any overlap, or is it strictly just like two different distinct things? No.
They're both lizardine, but they're just more adapted lizards is kind of what they come down to, where
Okay.
the understanding of Dragonborns is so incredibly limited.
Okay. All right. That's very interesting. Thank you for sharing. Maybe when we get to the city, we can introduce you to society, a community outside of your tribe.
I've never met a man named Society. Is he also Stormmane?
No, that is that's not what I meant.
Oh.
So like, you know how you have a tribe?
Yes.
Okay, imagine a really big tribe.
That's really hard to manage, though.
Yeah, well, see, not everybody works together though.
Then what's the point?
So that's a good question.
Society
but-
seems stupid like Alister. I don't think I would get along with Society.
Just want to wear some clown makeup. You good? I believe that maybe some different exposure would be a good thing for you.
Oh,
You're going to be traveling the world. There could be a lot of different things, new experiences. So maybe you won't want to kill me.
if you keep bringing me larger bait, I will keep going for larger fish.
See, I can't do that forever, though. That's going to be kind of up to you to discover and find larger prey.
This boat trip will be fun. I shoot water lizards. I don't shoot water lizards very often.
That could be very fun. A very good thing to do. I kind of still scoot just a little further away because I'm still kind of questioning. But
Yeah, she just starts to fall asleep in her tree
oh, okay.
as the second watch can take place.
Well, that's us, Eleonora. Kind of just poke her with the back end of Embers. I'll just wake up.
I'll walk
I'm
over.
up.
I go wake up whenever I wake up Kai. I'm like, please be careful. Santine might try to kill me one day. I need you to know that if I die, it's her fault.
Okay.
Anyways, wakey, and then okay.
I will not
Is it
die
still
to the
raining?
Tansian family. I will die to Sartine. She's promised. At this point, the rain is starting to subside. It for the most part, it's still just like a drizzle, but it's not as heavy as it's been for the last like 10 hours.
Wait,
Perception checks.
Oh, hell yeah.
that's gonna be a 10 for me.
That's going to be a 23.
Two very different numbers. Good. The easiest way to put it, not much. It's a pretty boring night, all things considered. Just to fast forward a little bit.
Cool.
If there's anything you want to talk about, you can, or you can move on to the next day.
I'm good. I'm just petting Ember. He gives me the occasional whisper about a new spell, and I'm like, oh, okay. That's how that works.
Travel via plants.
Well,
I have
well,
Giltesh and Enos take off their headphones.
Yeah, it's just the thing about the idea of you just petting Ember. He just looks up at you. Transport via plants. Like, okay.
Like you just put him in the right spot to spew out a spell.
Yeah.
So you just gave me a vocabulary word. What am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah, but alrighty. I'm gonna deafen myself.
Yep,
Mute deafen.
I got you.
Deafen yourselves.
That's... Oh, what'd I do?
So like after quite a bit of like awkward silence, I'll just break. Kai, I need to tell you something.
when you give me these startups, I don't expect anything good, but yeah.
I am gonna reach into my bag and pull out, or I guess I probably wear it like attached to my bag or keep it in there, but I'm gonna pull out the bag of colding and I'm gonna slowly open it and just pull out to where you see the handle of Blood Bomb. And I'm gonna slowly put it back in there. This was the safest thing I thought I could do to make sure it didn't end up in anyone's hands.
I just pick up Ember and be like,
I cannot believe it either. Trust me.
she just keeps doing these things, Ember.
Look,
Okay.
I knew that Mother didn't want to risk anyone finding it. This cannot be detected by locate object, I don't think. And I didn't want to risk Enos being tainted by it. And I definitely didn't.
Go continue. I don't want to cut you off. You're in mid thing. Go ahead.
But I don't know, I didn't like the way he was wanting to hang on to it, and I definitely didn't trust anyone else in the tribe with it. And I figured that there's 3 of us here. I don't really know Giltesh, and he seems trustworthy, but I know I can trust you. If anything happens, we can take the bag of colding and hide it under the earth. That way, it'd be even harder to locate the bag and the whatever weapon it is. I just wanted you to know so I'm not the only one who has it.
And
That way no one has it in their possession.
what about when we have to return the bag of colding to the Koranganis?
Because it's not our bag.
Don't we also have a bag of holding?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Which I don't know who the fuck has that.
I'm pretty
I
sure
also
it's
have
still
it.
also you.
Crazy.
I'll move it from the bag of holding to the bag of holding.
Give me a wisdom save. I'm just kidding.
Eleonora, I I already had a plan for when, if that ever happened, Enos. First things first. Second thing second.
We kill him.
No.
Oh.
We were
No.
gonna use.
Damn
You were
it.
teaching me great. You were teaching me greater restoration, and I was gonna make him unattuned to it, and then we would have done something else with it. Or you were teaching me Gios, but that was way.
That was pretty extreme, yes, I agree.
That's very extreme, yeah. Anyway,
What is chaos?
it's mind control, but don't worry about it. It's what we're going to do is we'll have that, but the moment I will let Enos know, and if we're still in contact with Mother, I'm giving it to her.
It's
We
fine.
do
I
have the
trust
sending
Mother with it.
stones.
We do have the sending stones.
I trust Mother with it more than anyone else, but I figured right now, while they're moving and things are chaotic, we can give it back to them once we're back in Carleone. But with everything being shuffled around, I didn't think it was going to be safe with the tribe around, especially since tensions are still high with Alister.
Your reasoning.
You saw
is-
how easy it was to take it from him.
Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised you took it from him. Are you going to give it back, yes or no?
I
Not
will
to
give
him.
it back to Mother.
I'm fine with that.
Yes, I just did not want him to have it while they were in travel.
Fine. But when you make this is what I meant when I said the rash choices and you don't tell anyone. I look over at Ember. This is the shit I was talking about. This
I can
stuff
see
right
that,
here.
but again, she's not too far off with the idea that who would stand a better chance, the three of us versus a Hydra with it, or Enos versus his tribe?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we even use it. I just wanted to keep it out of anyone else's hands. And that way none of us have to attune to it to keep it.
Yeah, just next time. And
I was-
I know, I'm not upset with you. I'm just letting you know, next time, whenever a big choice like this and you're thinking about doing something crazy, this classifies as crazy, just letting you know. Let someone know.
I wanted to tell you, I just wanted to wait until we were out of earshot of him and anyone else listening in.
You could have, I saw you and Enos walk off into the forest. You could have told me, you could have done exactly what you did with him.
That's different. Alexandria was still sitting on the outside of the forest, and I didn't know what we were talking about wasn't that pertinent if someone were to hear it. But I could tell he was going to try to keep it for himself. He wasn't going to give it back.
And now we have the strongest weapon that we've ever been given. So if we need to use it, we can.
Okay. Alright.
Thank you for reviving me.
You're welcome. Please don't make it a habit.
I don't plan on it. It was not fun.
Okay, good.
But I think you should learn Chaos just in case maybe we can use it against the Tansians.
They are gods. It's mind control with whenever someone tries to break that certain mind control, they take psychic damage. Funny enough, I'm sorry, this is just me being honest about this situation, and I was already told Enos this, and I want to clear the air. The time I learned about doing this spell was the time where you recently ran out and the whole thing exploded. And then I talked to Enos about how, because he asked me to keep you safe and protect you a while ago. And I told him, how can I keep you safe if you keep doing this? And then mind control got brought up. Not by him, by me. Because I want to keep you safe. And sometimes
To be
you don't
fair,
keep
it was
yourself
kind of
safe.
me, because I know what it is.
That's true. You did give me the idea.
It was my option.
Mm-hmm.
I do ask that you let me make my own choices, but I will try to be more careful. And I'm sorry that I scared you and put us in that position. Enos was going to get himself killed if we didn't step in.
And I understand that you choices that are the best for everyone, and your intentions are valid. It's just how they're carried out. And I can say
know.
the same thing. So,
But it just means we care about each other. We're a team. We're a family now. None of us really have anything left other than each other. Enos has his tribe, but we're gonna probably have to leave them after they're safe. We've got bigger things to worry about now than even our own families.
yeah. Make sure... I'm happy you told me, even though it was a little late. So, thank you. And I won't use mind control on you. I won't do it. I kind of look over at Ember. I won't do it.
I can still teach it to you.
No, I mean, it would be appreciated, but I'm not using it on her.
It's up to you. I'm just taking power from the fire plane.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I won't hesitate to bring any of you back if I have to either.
You just don't have to be a martyr, is what I'm saying.
I'm not trying to. I just want to protect you all.
Okay. You're important too, you know that, right?
I know.
Okay. Good night, Eleanor. Because obviously, I feel like you're very distracted and I'm doing most of the heavy lifting on this watch.
No, it's good. I'm awake.
Okay.
I'm just chilling. I'm just glad it's not really raining anymore.
Yeah.
But the rain does sound quite nice.
Wonder if I have a playlist for that.
Just put it on a blaring alarm sound for them.
I don't have rain.
Just yell to Ian.
Are we good?
Yo, you can put your headphones back on, Ian.
Thank you.
I just saw everyone going like this, and I'm like, oh, we're back.
The universal hand signal.
I was watching TikTok. I'm sorry.
Interesting. Oh,
You didn't think about. I just realized something that you might not have thought about, but it's fine. It's a little too late now.
you're saying a universal
text-
you.
You as in Eleonora.
Okay.
There's
You can
something
text
that
me.
Okay.
Speaking of Eleonora, I need you to roll me a d20 to see what today's gonna bring.
A 7.
Get another 20. Let's talk to another hag.
You know, if you roll another 20, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. So the early morning had brought around a little bit less of the rain, but there seemed to be a little bit of a second surge coming, not as drastic as the day before, but still enough to potentially make things problematic. I need someone to roll a survival check to not lose a day.
I have a
Ooh.
+4.
Granted-
No, I have a +5.
I say to not
Does
lose a
anyone-
day, but it doesn't really matter because you're just searching for a Hydra.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a.
Does anyone have
negative.
higher than a +5 for survival?
Also 4, so it just might be you.
What were you trying to do, Ian?
Oh, I have a -1, so I'm not rolling it.
That's gonna be a 22.
Okay, you crushed the DC. So you didn't lose a day, which means you can travel without much issue. And I need you to roll a d4 as well, Catherine.
Should we throw up the locate creature?
Yeah, I'll do that too.
A 2.
That's probably the best thing you could have rolled here, 'cause this is actually helpful. You just start to head in any direction in the jungle. It ends up you're going in kind of a northwest direction, heading towards the deeper end of the jungle. And you end up finding one of the main trails again. The main trail that would probably go from Belmare to Carleone. It's still a winding trail that has to go kind of following the main river and stuff like that. But there is quite an issue that you run into, since one of the gigantic trees has been knocked over and is kind of blocking the path. Which, at first glance, it's like, okay, that's just kind of annoying. But on second glance, you notice that the tree had crushed something. A cart.
The Hydra.
Horses. That was probably horses at some point. The area around where the tree had landed is a bloody mess.
I am gonna try to run forward to see if there's anyone left alive in the wreckage that can be pulled.
Give me a medicine check as you get closer.
I want to just look around this space to see if whatever did this, or if this was a natural occurrence, is around or whatever.
Okay, give me a survival check.
Okay.
That's only a
Okay.
9 for my medicine check.
Yeah, you run up to see if there's any survivors, and these trees are about 15 feet wide, so this is thousands upon thousands of pounds. If it landed on someone, they're dead.
14 on the survival.
Okay. Looking around more, you can see where there has been ripped clothing. There was some kind of massacre of life here, between horses, humanoids, anything.
Like a fight?
Not just from the tree.
Yeah,
Not
that's
just from the tree, correct. It seems like something else was a part of this. And Kai, what you notice are very large footprints. They seem to have these somewhat webbed toes, 3 main toes that all have this large webbing in between. Gauging upon it, it's probably quadrupedal. And this tree falling and massacre probably happened a day and a half ago.
Okay, and I don't get a ping for Hydra, or...
Looking at the footprints, it seems to match what you would
Ooh.
believe a Hydra to be.
Okay.
Ooh.
But for the spell-wise, I didn't get a ping yet. For the range or whatever.
Correct.
Location. Okay.
And while you two are checking out the scene, Giltesh, you feel someone walk up behind you and a blade goes under your throat.
Hello. Do I see Sartine?
She's kind of in front of you just watching what's happening.
Okay. Can I help you?
No sudden movements. Don't move too fast. Don't do everything I tell you to.
Okay.
Step back a little.
I follow direction.
Now call to your friends.
Excuse me, everybody.
Sartine turns around. She just takes out 2 of her giant crossbows and aims them straight at you.
No need for that.
Give me an insight check, Giltesh.
Uh-oh.
It's Aubrey. No, wait, are you kidding?
It's Raskus.
Yeah. That's a nat 20 with a total of 23.
You look at Sartine, she draws her weapons, and there's a very quick hit of recognition.
Okay. Who are you?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Okay, Sartine, who is this?
Everybody just do as I say.
What do we see when we look at the person holding?
What do
Val?
they see,
I mean,
Val?
Enos.
What do they see? They currently just
Giltesh.
see a average height male. You can't really see his face because he's got a hood covering and a mask right under his face. You can't really make out much features right now. His whole it's kind of like a robe, like a very dark blue robe, like that's like meant to keep him.
Never shared
Hidden.
Giltesh. That's interesting.
But as for facial
Oh.
features, you can't really make anything out because of the hood and the mask. It's just like a cloth, not a mask, a cloth that's covering the bottom of his
okay.
face.
I was gonna say mask. Shit, is it the
Yeah,
order
it's not a
rodeo?
No, it's not a mask. It's a cloth.
We wouldn't
That's
do
like
that
a cloth
twice with
face.
temporary characters. That'd
Yeah,
be crazy.
come
I think we should do as the man says. It's just easier that way when they have your friend at knife point.
What exactly do you want from us?
Who are you and what are you doing in my forest?
What are you doing with my friend?
I asked the question first.
Sorry.
I cast Hold Person on him.
Oh, please. Don't
Okay.
kill me.
Wisdom saving throw, Val.
Hold on, let me see if I can cast it. Oh no, it's just an
Higher-
additional humanoid, so it's a Wisdom 15 DC.
Ooh, I'm not great at these. I rolled a 19.
Damn it.
Let's go.
Yes! What do you do? What do? You see her try and cast a spell.
I get the dagger closer to Giltesh, just a little to draw blood. I wouldn't do that again.
We can just talk this out. We don't have to cast any spells or any shenanigans. Wait.
Yeah, the last time you tried to cast a spell, didn't you die? Isn't that right, Eleonora?
Oh,
I just look over
anyway.
at Sartine.
Okay.
Now's
okay.
not the time.
Whatever
She
you
turns the
want.
crossbow at you again. We can do this dance one more time.
Oh damn. Oh, hey. We don't need any more infighting than we have on a daily basis. Right now, I'm being held hostage. Can we please deal with that first?
Sartine, you know this person.
No. Never seen him before.
I'm inside
doing
the
insight.
fuck out of that. Inside the fuck out of that.
Roll high. That's not high. Could you roll higher, please, Sartine?
18 plus 4? Some shit? Yeah, so 22.
She has a giant smile when she says it. She's just getting rained on.
Okay, so you're obviously lying, and so you know this person.
I might have seen him once or twice. It is my jungle.
So there's an impasse, whoever you are. Sartine said it's their jungle.
Listen, this dagger's dipped in poison, and unless you want your friend to die a slow and painful death, I suggest we stop talking. Start doing what I say.
I can
We
get
Okay.
rid
can
of
both revive
poison.
him, so...
Okay, we don't have to do this. Everybody calm down. We're currently in your forest, hunting a hydra. Do you know anything of that?
No. But I'm not
If
here to
you-
help you.
Okay.
Where's the big idiot that usually travels with you?
I'm
Uh,
right
We
here.
even
What do you
wanna know.
mean?
Not you.
Oh, shit.
He's currently traveling separately.
No. I return my... Like, slowly start reaching for my bow. Why do you want to know about him?
Let's just say we have mutual interests.
What exactly are those mutual interests?
That's for me to know and for you to maybe find out.
I think he wants to play dolls with his friend again.
Why are we just all being hostile?
Because it's fun.
Sartine.
Because he's
Become
holding a
second from
knife to
blowing
your
him
throat.
up,
Okay, but yeah, if you're going to be hostile with, he's just going to kill me.
and I'll burn
No, you
his
won't.
face off before.
I don't-
After Sartine makes that comment, I'm gonna drop the dagger and just laugh and let go of Giltesh. Alright.
Okay.
Alright. It's a joke. Come on, guys. I'll
Uh,
pull the hood back and I'll pull the mask back. And you can
That's
see
funny.
this,
I like that.
shaggy, like long brown hair and a very like prominent beard, brown eyes. Can't really like. He has like a couple scars on his face, very small like scars. You know. All right.
What is-
It's just a joke. Sartine, I know Sartine. We grew up together. Well, kinda.
So, if you grew up together, is it safe to assume you're from the tribe?
I'm friends with Enos.
Oh,
Friends.
Yes.
He's
Who are
adopted sibling at best.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm not from the tribe.
Isn't that right? As she like puts him in a headlock and just does a big old noogie.
Okay. I did not miss that at all.
Damn right, Shorty.
As you can
What is your
see
name?
by my build, I'm not necessarily a Stormmane. And he is a slimmer, like, average height, like, human-looking male.
Okay.
Come on, Gorge, tell them your name.
Hello,
George.
George.
Is it? Never mind. I already know the answer because I saw it on Roll20. How is it spelled?
George, with a J. It's an interesting spelling.
It starts with a J? I've been
Is
spelling
it
it wrong for so long.
J-O-R-G-E?
Yeah,
Where's the J?
at the beginning.
It's at the end. It's a silent J.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
and a
Georgia,
PH at some point. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, where is this under?
Main characters on Roll20.
That's awesome.
So, welcome to the hunting party. I know you're not used to this, but hello. Strange seeing
no.
you after you decided to disappear not too long after Enos.
Yeah, I kind of been behind him.
Stalker alert. Crazy.
It's my job.
It's kind of creepy.
Your job? Do you work for someone, George?
I work for Enos. Kinda.
If
Did
well,
you-
he's
It's
the
a
new
long
chief, so
story.
technically, I guess that makes sense.
It's a long story.
And we can hear
Um,
about it.
I'm supposed to protect him.
A
Chief,
hell of a job you've been doing.
he snuck out on me, alright? Snuck out on everyone. Left in the middle of the night. Kind of been following.
Sorry, I just saw the fucking bomb go off on Monty's screen.
I'm trying to fix it because I look really gray and I don't like it.
He suddenly got transported to the 1950s.
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah.
sepia tone right now and I don't know how to fix it.
Well, we are y'all are a crazy group. I'm still new to all this, so I'm sure you've had some wild adventures in the past. But are you looking for him or what? he
Yes
doing?
and no. I kind of ran into him on the way here. He asked me to look out for you guys.
Ah,
I was only
Excellent.
joking. I
oh,
wanted to see how you guys would react if I took one of you hostage.
That
I
maybe
see.
wasn't the smartest idea.
You almost
considering
got
we all
charred
got
to
some-
death.
I talked
I can
talked
take-
everyone down.
I'm-
It's okay.
Don't worry. I'm faster than I look. And more durable.
I highly doubt that.
You shouldn't. Remember, he did live with Stormmanes for a long time. He ate a lot of hefty food for how tiny he is.
I've also been watching you guys for a while.
That's pretty impressive because it's raining. It's hard to see us.
Well, before.
Ah,
Enos sent me letters of you guys a while back, so I know about most of you. You're new. I point at Giltish.
What about me?
Where's the little guy?
He left.
Oh, I don't know.
you all had a child?
Enos didn't tell me
No,
about that.
a friend of ours.
So a friend of ours has a child, actually, or a friend of theirs. I don't know if I'm friends with.
Don't know that.
Yeah, we don't canonically know that this
Yeah.
is true.
Well, a lot of people in this world have
I didn't
children.
realize that. Yeah, you don't know that. Okay.
So this is a nice reunion. If you're going to join us, you can join us. I don't care. I'm taking head of lizard. Not this lizard, other lizard that we're hunting.
Yeah.
I guess I kind of have to.
It would be kind of nice to have an extra hand around.
But
Like I said, I work for
What do you
Enos.
feel about this? Because this is just another person.
If he's as good as Enos or even close to it, he's another person to help fight this Hydra.
that's funny. That's very funny.
As in isn't or as in is?
Well, there's a big strength difference between
Well, yeah.
Oh,
between
yeah,
Skinny
we
over
know that.
here and Enos.
Yeah, well that's obvious.
If we're talking combat skills, it's Enos.
We weren't talking
Well,
to
I
you,
have-
George.
Wow.
We weren't.
I
You
don't-
get
why
fucked,
we-
Gorge.
we're being so hostile to a friend and known member of
He almost
Enos's
killed you.
family.
We
okay.
do
but
not know him.
It was a good
Why
joke.
is-
I will say that
Why
much. Funny.
is everyone so hostile right now? I genuinely don't understand all the craziness
I
going
literally
on.
died 2 days ago. Giltesh.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we care about that now?
Trusting is hard when it comes to people you don't know. Literally, we've been traveling for a minute and been burned, stabbed, etc.
Y'all didn't know me, but you took me in.
You showed
different.
yourself.
Yeah,
You didn't automatically try to kill
He
one
took
of
out
us
his
on
willy?
con.
I could be crazy.
13, not now.
I'm trying to understand this group huddle thing. You all are too short
Yeah,
for
that
this.
was. I don't know how I feel about undressing. To be completely
What?
honest.
Who's undressing? What's
Well, he said you showed yourself to them, right?
no,
I kinda,
no.
I cast Move Earth, and I kind of just spin him away from our conversation in the opposite direction.
This isn't an A-B conversation, so see your way out of it.
There's more than 2 letters in the alphabet? You all are confusing me. I'm so sorry.
Look. This is a member trusted by Enos,
And
our
by
dear
me.
friend, and by Sardine. Both vouch for him. So why should we not trust him?
His first introducing himself isn't the best. So I'm sorry if it puts me a little bit on edge.
I understand that, but we've moved past that. We know who he is now. And know what his
You know-
intentions were. Oh.
Sorry.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I'm done. No, I'm done.
I'm gonna sneak back up to the conversation.
Give me a stealth
Well,
check.
George,
My
happen to
passive's
see
gonna
anything-
probably beat you potentially.
You think that?
Oh, rogue shit, you're
27.
right.
27.
I was also going
Damn.
to talk directly to him anyway.
The floor is yours, George.
I'll suddenly show up right now and put my arms around both Giltesh and Kai.
Don't.
Oh, okay.
Guy doesn't like to be touched.
By people I don't know.
Noted. Was kind of hot.
George, do you happen to know what may have happened here with this carriage and horses?
No, actually, I just got here. I told you I've been following you guys for a while.
Would you care to elaborate on what you think might have happened?
Well, can I do an investigation check to kind of gauge what's going on?
Sure.
Like a big fucking tree foe.
Math. 23.
A big fucking tree fell.
Yeah.
But whatever creature did this seemed smart enough to time it well. It seemed like a very deliberate attack against a cart that had a good amount of people in it. And
seems like
engaging on it, it does seem like the tree was rolled at some point so they can get all the scraps.
Oh.
So, from what you can tell, it was a foraging mission.
Well, it seems like we're dealing with an intelligent creature, that's for sure. It wasn't just a random attack. Looks like he was she was looking for food. And if you look closely, it kind of looks like they rolled the tree out of the way to get all the food. Food being the people and the horses that might have been carrying this cart.
I lean over to Kai. I don't think I like this prick.
I don't know how to feel yet, so question mark until then.
Good.
Well, the tracks of this creature end up because you said I picked up the tracks in a specific direction.
Yeah, they're heading towards the west, off of the main route.
Well, it's safe to assume that these are Hydra, and that's what we're going after. So, if you want to tag along, great.
And I have to. Like I said,
We would
my
be
boss.
happy to. We would be happy to have your help.
Would be nice to get to know you in person and not just from letters. You are as headstrong as Enos says, Eleonora, right?
I just
Although will
glare at
say-
him.
Although I will say, the letters definitely don't do you justice. And I'll just start walking towards the footprints.
Ah.
No.
I love George.
Just follow him with the most dumbfounded and shocked stare. Not really sure, like looking like I want to say something nasty in return. And I just look at Kai like, what the fuck just happened?
Don't know. Don't care. As long as he doesn't get in our way. I have to protect you guys. If he does that, he's getting burned. And keep moving forward.
You start heading off towards the west, and you're able to follow the tracks for a good amount of time. But then there's a creek, and on the other side of the creek, the tracks seem to start to disappear. This thing's getting harder to follow, since these are older tracks.
So did the and it's still not in range, I guess.
Probably not at this point.
All right. So, is there any like trees breaking in a specific direction, or are they just harder to spot? I guess.
You can do another survival check, and Sartine will do one as well, because now she's invested.
Could I also do it?
Sure. Oh, Sartine is so helpful.
That is a 23.
That's a 13 for me.
You've rolled so many 23s today, it's crazy.
It's weird. One was with stealth, which is like one was with perception, which is +8, and for survival it's +4.
So, coming to the creek, you start to just survey the area surrounding. And the nature of this jungle is everything's large, so even the spaces between trees are large, between brush is large. But you're able to start looking closely on the other side of the creek and noticing where some of the bushes have just like a bunch of sections missing from them, but it was like almost as if it was barely touched. So it's just shaved on one part in a fairly rounded body type of way, and it's continuing to head in a western direction.
And we have to cross this like creek too. Is it like a?
It's not. It's probably like 8 feet wide and maybe
Like
3 feet deep. It's not anything difficult.
Cool.
Sartine just jumps to the other side of it.
Yeah, I don't have to flex. I'm gonna just go through it then, I guess. It's because it's not moving fast. It's just a regular.
Yeah, she's like reaches her hand out, just pulling people across.
Oh, thank you, Sartine.
She holds extra tight for yours.
No.
Can't let my prize go to waste.
Consolation.
Can't kill you if you're dead.
Yeah, yes, I can't kill you now if you're dead. And continuing forward, you head kind of up this main hill, and you enter into almost like this clearing area. It's probably only a 50-foot wide clearing, where in the center of this clearing is this 15-foot radius hole. 10, 15-foot radius hole that just seems to go down.
Okay. Well.
How's your locate creature doing right now?
Yeah, I still haven't probably got a ping, but this is where the tracks, quote unquote tracks, like brush marks or whatever.
How long does
leading
locate
to.
creature last for?
It lasts for up to an hour.
Yeah.
This has been several hours at
recast
this
it?
point.
Okay, so I would have to recast. Damn. How many fourth levels I got?
Dang.
2? Okay.
God,
Any
dang.
3s? Yeah, we'll bust out the second. We'll bust out the second out of my 3 fourth levels. Yeah.
You send out this pulse of will-o-wisp energy, and you get 3 pings of Hydra coming from this hole.
Oh no.
So like 3 Hydra or just?
There's 3 bodies of Hydra down there.
Not just 3 heads.
Yeah. Well, just not sheepishly, but I'm just like, I found it. It's down the hole. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good. Fireman is very good with nature. I like this. So it's down in the hole. Let's go.
Okay.
Really wish I had my fireball necklace still.
Winter somewhere. Just
Hold on, Sartine. Hold on.
What? I'm trying to hunt and get
Ow.
prize. What do you want, George?
No, you're trying to hunt, but is it really? Is it smart to go into its territory for trying to hunt this thing?
If it's a
Why don't we have our new-
yes.
Get out.
Why don't we have our new rogue friend go check it out?
Shouldn't we try and smoke it out?
His name is Gorge. He's not a rogue.
Thank you.
God.
is it a big like cave hole thing, or is it like?
It's a
what?
fair-sized hole.
Yeah. So I don't think smoking it out would work. Unless you have something we're not aware of.
You have a lot to fire up your asses, so maybe you could use
Smoking-
that to smoke it out.
Smoking in a
That's
figurative
fair.
sense.
How are my wings
Try and
doing?
dry
Are they
out.
still baby bumps?
They're getting there.
Basically.
At this
Still not
point,
usable.
they are visible at this point. They're probably only like 3 inches off your back.
I would have started wearing my cloak to keep them covered until I can find a piece of clothing that will keep them hidden. But
Could we tell? We could tell. You said it was about a day and a half ago that cart was wrecked. So maybe it's hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if Big Lizard wants to eat Little Lizard. And she picks up Giltesh.
Oh, probably.
I'm sure we can find something else to bait it. 13.
But we have Lizard right here.
I'm not sure how
don't-
lizards like lizards.
I have an idea.
It's kind of cannibalism.
I
I
can respect
can
that.
summon a fake steed and maybe make one of them chase it and draw it out.
That's a good idea.
Do you think creatures know the difference between magical creatures and like actual food?
They
No.
look realistic, I think.
Well, considering we saw that this thing has an intelligence, maybe. Does it feel different? Does it smell different? I'm assuming this creature only goes off smell. I don't know much about. What do I know about hydras?
Give me an intelligence check. History check, my bad.
History? Alright,
Yes.
then. Thank you. It's much better. Not if I roll like shit. 9. Yep. That's what I thought. I figured if it can
It-
smell the same. Nobody has any like meat on them or anything.
We have our rations.
Rations.
Sartine puts her hands on Giltesh and Eleonora.
Why me?
You're meat. I am
mean, like, we
meat.
could dip-
He is rock.
Drop some barbecue.
But I am rock. Sorry.
Sure. I mean, if you summon your steed, we could spill some barbecue on it. It might draw it out.
Do we have barbecue?
We have
I might.
rations, maybe. Who knows?
I might.
Well, I mean, we are. To be fair, we're in a forest. We could just go kill something.
We could. Did we see any like animal of prey? on the
Yeah,
way
you would
here?
have seen some deer roaming around, elks, stuff like that.
All right, we can do that. I'm down for that.
We could just kill something, and then maybe we could leave the body out and see if the horse can draw them out, and then while they're eating the food, maybe we
Second.
get like a drop on them. Or
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I think it's smarter than going into its hole.
But
No,
that's
I would agree.
that's the most fun way to do things.
You and Enos think very much alike, don't you?
Don't put me on the same level as him. I'm smarter than him.
Sure you are, Sartine.
I wonder if that's true or not. Like above board. Okay. I just wonder.
I feel. I agree with George. I feel that maybe just going straight in like Sartine wants is not the best idea.
And if it's asleep, we kill it. Problem solved.
What if it's
How
But
far
there's
in
also
is it?
potentially 2 others that could come to its aid.
Well, we don't know that, do
Precisely.
we?
No, I mentioned that there's 3 others.
No, okay.
Oh, more the merrier.
How far into the hole is it?
Not too
Okay.
far.
Maybe we could do what Eleanor suggested, and you can go scout it out for us. And then
I
we
can
get
go
rest.
scout it out, and if it's sleeping, we could sneak up on it.
I can drop you on a rope and just let you in.
I don't need a rope. Ropes make too much noise.
Okay. You
What?
You are going to regret that statement.
Yeah, the clanking of rope. is
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
much.
Yep.
Chain link rope.
I love. That's so funny though. I love that.
Compared to how quiet I can be, ropes make too much noise.
Okay.
Please.
So
So,
is it just a straight hole down then?
going to the edge of the hole, you look down, there's about 5 feet of earth crust, and then you don't see any more earth.
Oh shit.
So it is not a thing where you could just slide down. It is 5 foot and then a drop.
And then a void.
Cool. Cool.
He has dark.
Oh.
He has dark vision, so he can see the bottom.
Oh.
It's just a matter of it goes 5 feet
And then
into
nothing.
a very deep cave.
How
Okay.
down? How down is it actually?
It's about 40 feet.
40 feet. All right. Okay. I will. Sure, I'll start climbing down.
Do you want rope, or are you going to climb down and fall?
You-
Or I can thorn whip you down there.
no,
Funny.
no. That's
You
not
can
necessary.
fly.
What? Who can fly?
I point at Kai.
Yeah, I don't want to use that yet. I'll just use my. If I have to, and I look down at my feet, I'll just use my boots of levitation if I have to.
Just use the rope.
It's fine. I can go down.
I'm going with you then.
I hope you fall on your ass.
So awesome.
Thank you. I'll start climbing down
Okay.
George, I believe in you.
Okay.
as stealthily as I can climb down. I guess.
You're going to give me an athletics check to climb on this wall.
Athletics?
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh
You
boy.
are trying to rock climb on a surface that goes from vertical to horizontal.
Uh,
That's
Can I
a
just
fucking
float down
V8.
then?
Yeah, you can just
Boots of
levitate
levitation.
down. You have no issue.
cool.
Okay.
Cool. With a -1, it's a 5.
Yeah,
Ah,
so you go,
bitch.
don't worry, I got this. And you take the first step and just fall 40 feet.
Can I? Oh, I was gonna say, can I try to thorn whip him to try to make sure he doesn't hit the bottom?
I think the levitate would kind of take that.
It would take away from it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Hold
just
on.
hitting 40 feet, Bucko. Sorry.
I have something. No, I don't. I don't have anything.
No, you
I'm
don't.
just hitting 40 feet.
Yep.
Yep, I'm
Acrobatics.
I just tried it
Acrobatics
out
to see how
loud.
you land.
Acrobatics. Cool.
The idea of this character
That's a good one.
immediately joining and falling to his death is so funny.
I can't do math. Fuck, 21.
Yeah. So you fall, lean into a backflip, and land on the ground. Fucking jackass.
Didn't want to take the rope, but that's fine.
And you would have taken 16 points of falling damage, but it was reduced to 8. As you land on the ground and you hear something shuffle behind you, and you just hear a loud hiss sound as you hear, and that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh no.
Fuck you.
It's awake!
You
It's
bitch.
awake! It's awake! It's definitely awake.
You had so many avenues to be like, what about this? What about this? Of course we didn't fuck with you because of the shit you pulled, but also you had so many other options.
To be fair, George is playing straight into how we typically run things, so George
Hey.
is basically part of the group now.
To be fair, honestly, Enos probably said something along the lines of, don't just walk straight up to them. Like, he probably knew what to expect going into meeting us. Except maybe Giltash, but...
That's fair.
No, I want to know what Enos wrote to his brother.
We knew he was sending letters. He mentioned it. Well, above board we knew. We didn't know his characters.
I was like, we knew he was sending letters, but we didn't know who he was sending them to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you all for playing. Thank
Oh.
you all for watching. And I forgot to mention this earlier, so potentially next week we might be doing a battle royale.
Oh fuck. Okay.
What's
Because
that?
PvP, you guys will be fighting each other in an arena. Because I'm not going to have enough time this week to do stuff that I want to do. Because I have another session this week.
Crazy.
So we will see you potentially next week for Battle Royale, or I'll be too lazy to do that and we'll fight a Hydra instead. Goodbye.
Goodbye.